going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with my 6 Samurai deck profile for the new September 18th, 2017 ban list. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Ever since the release of the ban list, there was a lot of hype surrounding 6 Samurais because you guys all know that Gateway is finally released off the ban list, and I'm super excited to actually be showcasing you guys this deck profile. Gateway has been in the OCG at 3 for quite some time, and I'm just really glad that Gateway is finally back at 1 in the TCG. But let me tell you guys right now, to be honest, I believe that 1 Gateway is not enough for 6 Samurais to come back. You need at least 3 Gateway, I'm telling you guys right now, and especially within the new support in the future that we're going to be getting in Spirit Warriors. I believe that Gateway has the potential to actually come back to 3 because the next ban list will actually be no sooner than November 2018. So I believe that the next ban list is going to be around November or something like that. It says on the Konami website that. But anyway guys, I'm just happy that Gateway is back at 1 at least, and the deck is still going to be able to function while Gateway is at 1, but it's not going to be as consistent, whereas in the OCG they have 3 Gateways. So I'm just waiting for Gateway to come back at 3. But anyway guys, I'll explain to you guys all my card choices as I progress to the deck profile. So hopefully you guys will smash the thumbs up button for more deck profiles for the upcoming format. I have a ton of deck profiles in store for you guys, so make sure you guys leave a comment and smash the thumbs up button for more deck profiles. If you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get your World Challenge playmats today. I'll leave a link in the description box below. I do free shipping to Canada and USA. International shipping may cost extra, so make sure you guys support the channel and get your World Challenge playmat today. Start of the monster real quick. We got, of course, triple Kagemusha of the 6 Samurai. These cards are just really standard to play in the deck. You're going to play triple Kagemusha. You also want to play triple Kageki of the 6 Samurai. Having these cards in your opening hand, Kageki and Kagemusha, gives you the opportunity to have access into first turn Shien as quickly as possible. So Kagemusha and Kageki are really standard in the deck. You guys all know what these cards does. Of course, we got Elder of the 6 Samurai. The main reason why it's in here is because, one, it's really good going second, especially when you have cards that hold Bushido counters on the field. So cards like Gateway and United are really good with Elder of 6 Samurai because Elder is going to be able to freely special summon himself while you control no monster, and this card is just really good going second. And the primary reason why he's actually in here is because he's a 400 attack, which gives you access to Asceticism. So Asceticism can target Elder to bring a Kagemusha directly from the deck, and vice versa. Asceticism can target Kagemusha to bring back Elder directly from the deck, which is really good. So triple Elder to 6 Samurai. Now let's go up to the level 4 monsters of the deck. You want to play, of course, the 1 legendary 6 Samurai Inishi. Inishi is one of the best 6 Samurai monsters in the deck because, 1, is an Asceticism target for Kageki, so Inishi is 1700, and the Kageki will gain 1500 attack while you have another 6 Samurai monster on the field. So since this card will become 17, 200 plus 15 equals 17, you can actually activate Asceticism to target Kageki to tutor out Inishi directly from the deck. And Inishi has an amazing effect where it's able to banish 2 6 Samurai monsters in the graveyard to return 1 face-up monster on the field directly to the hand, which is really amazing. So 1 Inishi, and he also gains 500 attack if you control 2 or more 6 Samurai monsters, so he becomes a 2200 beater, which is pretty nice. So 1 legendary 6 Samurai Inishi, and of course the 1 Sanji. And Sanji is in here is because it is an Asceticism target for the triple Kazan that you play in the deck, which is really, really amazing. And these cards right here also help you get access to rank 4 XYZs, which is really good. And Kazan is, one of the best 6 Samurai monsters in the deck is because, 1, it's an Earth, so which gives you access to Mrs. Radiant for the Link format. Especially if you open up Gateway, you can actually easily have access to Mrs. Radiant while spamming the board with Shien and potentially even another rank 4, which is really good. So Kazan is just really good for the fact that it's an Earth, and it's also a searchable card off Rora, searchable off Gateway, and also gives you access to Mrs. Radiant, which is really nice, and helps spam the board so that way that you can help OTK your opponent faster. So triple Kazan, and the way that you actually bring out this card is that if you control a 6 Samurai monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. So that's what's really good about Kazan. And last but not least, we're going to play, of course, the 1 Grandmaster of the 6. Once Kazan becomes 2100 attack, since it will gain 300 attack if you control 2 or more 6 Samurai monster, Kazan will become 2100, which gives you access to Grandmaster if you have Asceticism. So you can activate Asceticism to target Kazan when he's at 2100. So you can activate Asceticism to target Kazan when he's at 2100 to tutor out Grandmaster directly from the deck, which is really, really amazing. So 1 Grandmaster of the 6 Samurai. And last but not least, the best card in the game, as always, you want to round off your deck by playing the 1 Maxi to round off your monster lineup. Monster lineup is always up to personal preference on what you guys want to play. When Spirit Warrior comes out, I'm definitely going to be playing Spirit of 6 Samurai because it is an Asceticism target for the new 6 Samurai monsters. So this deck is just going to drastically change once Spirit Warrior comes out. This deck just old school play style, guys, where you're just trying to bring out Shein and Nat Bs and things like that, and try to protect it as much as possible while trying to spam your board to actually OTK your opponent. So alright guys, for the spell, you want to play the best spell card in the deck. You want to play the 1 Gateway of the 6, guys. This card is the best card in the deck if you actually open up with it. If you guys don't know, Gateway of the 6, it has 3 effects, and they gain effect by removing Bushido counters from it, and each time you normal summon or special summon a 6-samurai monster, this card gains 2 Bushido counters. And what you can do is that you can remove up X amount of Bushido counters from your side of the field. So any cards that can hold Bushido counters, which is Gateway and also a triple 6-samurai united, okay? So Gateway can remove Bushido counters from this side of the field. So he can also remove Bushido counters from the 6-samurai united if you already have counters on united. So yeah, so if you move 2 counters from the field, you basically boost a 6-samurai monster attack by 500. If you remove 4 counters on the field, you can add a 6-samurai monster from your deck or graveyard back into your hand, which is really good. And this is why Kazan becomes really important with Gateway. And last but not least, you can remove 6 counter to special summon 1 Shein effect monster from your graveyard, which is really good as well. But the main effect that you're actually going to be utilizing is the Gateway secondary effect, where you're able to remove 4 Bushido counters to search a 6-samurai monster directly from your deck or graveyard into your hand. And most of the monsters that you're going to be searching is Kazan, so that way that you can actually spam the board and can give you access to Mrs. Radiant and Decode Talker and things like that, which is really, really powerful. So Gateway of the 6, I'm just really happy that it's back at 1. I just really hope that this card comes back at 3. You know what I mean? This card and this deck is going to be able to function at full power when Gateway comes back to 3. I believe that 1 is mad because it's going to be really hard to actually draw this card or to see this card. But if you see it, you're pretty much in a really good position where you're able to spam the board and just apply a lot of pressure for your opponent overall. But having this card at 3, I'm telling you guys right now, will not break the meta or anything and things like that. So Gateway should definitely come back to 3. Gateway, guys, Konami, you're watching this video, put this card back to 3 before Spirit Warrior comes out. So 1 Gateway, you know, you guys all know, triple 6-samurai united. This card is your pot of greed of the deck, your draw power. Triple Shein Smoke Signal to get your monster directly from your deck to your hand as quickly as possible, so that way that you have instant access to Shein, the 1 reinforcement of the army. Triple Asceticism of the 6 Samurai. Card is really, really powerful. Asceticism actually is able to help you OTK as well. So you know, let's say you have a Kazan, attack Kazan, activate Asceticism, bring out Sanji, and just directly attack for 1800 damage or more, which is pretty good. And also gives you easy access to Shein. If you open up Asceticism and also Elder, gives you access to Kamusha directly from the deck, so that way that you can actually help synchro into your first turn Shein or in the Churi Beast, which is really nice. So Asceticism actually gives you the bridge and the open window to have access into the Churi Beast, which is really good. So triple Asceticism. And this card is a new addition to the deck, guys. My favorite tech is Cunning of the 6 Samurai. The card is actually very, very powerful. The reason why I play this card is because I don't want to see this card in my opening hand. I don't want to see this card in early game at all. This card is one of the greatest top deck in the deck, is that you can send 1 face-up 6-samurai monster you control to the graveyard, and especially 1 6-samurai monster in either player's graveyard. And what I primarily use this card for is to actually apply for more damage. If you guys do not know that, you can just send 1 6-samurai monster to the graveyard and special 1 6-samurai monster from your grave back to the field. And this card is really good, especially when you're trying to control double Shein on the board. So what you can do is that as long as you have a 6-samurai monster in the grave, let's say you have on board, you have a Shein in your extra monster zone, and you also have a Kagemusha and Elder. What you can do is that if you have another 6-samurai monster in your graveyard, you can attack with Shein, okay? So for 2500 damage, you can activate Cunning of the 6 Samurai to send Shein to the graveyard, okay? Once you send to the graveyard, you get a special summon any 6-samurai monster from your grave, right? So you'll target the 6 Samurai Shein that you sent to the graveyard, you're going to special summon back the same exact Shein, but instead it will go to your main monster zone, and then which allows you to push for 25 more hundred damage, which is really, really good. And if you, in that current situation, if you have a Kagemusha and Elder, you're able to make, you know, a Nat Beast, or you can make another Shein, which is really, really powerful. So Cunning of the 6 Samurai is just really good for that, since it's able to help you actually push for more damage. It can also help you dodge a lot of cards as well, because it's a quick play spell, which is pretty nice. So I decided to actually tech in the 1 Cunning of the 6 Samurai throughout testing. Yeah, that's what I did most of my Shein. I'll be like attack with Shein for 2500 direct damage. Activate Cunning, tribute the Shein, we'll send the Shein to the graveyard, and then target the Shein that will send to the graveyard, and then special summon the Shein to the field to push for an extra 2500 damage. All up to personal preference if you guys want to play this. 1 Upstart Goblin. you're playing a 39 card deck. One Pot Desires, guys. This card is not necessary at all, but I find like, you know what, if you actually already do all your searching, especially when you have Gateway and Uniteds and things like that, you can activate Pot Desires to actually dig deeper into your deck to see the more resources that you need, see more traps and things like that, which is pretty good. This card is all up to personal preference. I wouldn't actually like maximize myself when actually using this card. This is my last resort that I will actually use, because sometimes it's actually really risky to actually banish the Kazans, but if you already have most of the Kazans in your graveyard or in your hand anyways, through drawing it off 6 Samurai United or searching it out the Gateway, Pot Desires just becomes so powerful, but just, you know, banishing all the cards that you don't need in the deck while you have all the resources in your hand and in your graveyard already. So Pot Desires can actually be okay. Pot Desires, 1 Soul Charge, and last but not least, the 1 Regeki to round off our spells. That's pretty much it for the spells, guys. Let's go off to your traps. For the traps, you guys want to play, of course, triple double-edged sword technique, and of course the 1 back to the wall. This has always been my standard lineup for the trap lineup for 6 Samurais. Double-edged sword is just really good because it revives back 6 Samurai monsters from the graveyard, so that way you can actually have access to link monsters and also have access to board presence on the board, which is pretty good as well. Backs to the wall is one of the best cards, especially when Gateway is back. You basically get a special on all these monsters and basically help you make link plays and also help make synchro plays and things like that, which is really powerful. And backs to the wall, once you already resolve backs to the wall, there's no way that you're not going to win that game. You're just going to be winning this duel like automatically once you're already using backs to the wall. This card is like a, you know, an all for nothing card. You pay till you have 100 life points, especially as many 6 Samurai monsters from graveyard as possible with different names. And then at that point, you're basically just going to be OTKing your opponent. So the 1 backs to the wall and triple double-edged sword is just really good. The 1 solemn warning, double solemn strike, and last but not least, double mirror force to round off our traps. Traps is always up to personal preference on what you guys want to play, but I love to have the protection aspect to actually protect my 6 Samurai Shien. So when I have Shien, I want to protect it with backward cards, you know, strike and warning, and also story mirror force are really good cards in today's format. Strike is just going to be really good against pendulums, and story mirror force is just a really solid card overall against link monsters. Unlike Quaking Mirror Force cannot book a moon link monsters. But trap cards can always be up to personal preference on what you guys want to play. Just use my deck list as a guide to what you guys want to play in your own deck. So that's pretty much it for the traps. Let's just go off to your extra deck. Alright guys, off to the extra deck real quick. We're going to play double 6 Samurai Shien. These cards are just really standard to play in the deck. 1 Achuri Beast, 1 Barkion, 1 Gold Guardian. Gold Guardian you can actually make in this deck because it requires an Earth Tuner, which Kagemusha is Earth Tuner, and 1 non-tuner monster. So 1 Goyo, 1 Clear Wing, a single dragon, 1 Scrap Dragon, and of course the 1 Trishula Dragon with the Ice Barrier, which is pretty nice. So that's pretty much it for the synchros. Let's go off into our XCs. You know, play 1 Gaga Samurai. It's an Earth, so while you have Mrs. Radiant on the field, this card actually becomes bigger than Blade Armor Ninja, which is pretty good. So this card becomes 2400, which is pretty nice. 1 Shadow 6 Samurai. The only reason why he's in here is because it's an Earth, and you can actually have access to Mrs. Radiant with this card, and it also gives you 2 more counters onto your Gateway, which is nice. So 1 Shadow 6 Samurai Shien, Castel, Utopia Lightning, and last but not least for our link monsters, you want to play the 1 Decode Talker, which is really good to actually help you clear up space on the board. And you know, having link pointers down this way gives you access to more extra deck monster, which is pretty nice. And last but not least, you want to play the 1 Mrs. Radiant, the best link monster in the deck. You can actually have easy access to this card while having multiple Kazans on the field. And also, like, your whole entire deck is Earth. Like, you have Grandmaster, you have Kazans, you have Double Elder, and you also have triple Kagemusha. So like half the deck is just Earth, which is really good for Mrs. Radiant. So that's pretty much it for the deck, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this deck. It's really good. I'm just really happy that Gateway has been released off the ban list. It's still going to be the same deck, but with the Gateway, you know, although that you may not see Gateway all the time once you see it, you're going to be in a pretty great position to actually spam the board and things like that. Gateway is just a really overall powerful card to actually help you get access to Mrs. Radiant and also help you get access to more of your XCs and synchro plays and things like that, which is really, really good. And it just makes the, you know, the deck consistent if you actually see it in your opening hand. But let me tell you guys right now, let me be honest, 1 Gateway is not going to do this deck justice, okay? We need Gateway at 3. You need to see that card as quickly as possible to be able to make this deck viable and competitive for the current format. But nonetheless, guys, this deck is always a fun deck to be playing. 6 Samurais will never die in my heart. I love this deck with a passion, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this deck in the comment section below. And what do you guys think about Gateway? I know that you guys will be playing this deck for fun and for playing at locals and things like that. So shout outs to you guys for picking up this deck. Shout outs to you, man. But you know, when Spirit Warrior comes out and things like that, I have such an amazing list for 6 Samurai, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But for now, this deck is gonna be very standard as the way it is, okay? But when Spirit Warrior comes out, everything is just gonna change. It's gonna be the new age of 6 Samurais. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, and this is Sam from Team Sam signing out. Alright guys, Peace.
Friends in the family, yeah. Do it for the friends in the family, yeah. Friends in the family, come on. Do it for the friends in the family, friends in the family. Do it for the friends in the family, friends in the family. You don't know them, you don't know me, man.
You look like a Men in Black alien trying to blend in.